Can you talk a bit about some of the highs and the lows you went through while recording?
There were no lows, I don't think. I think everything that we did, from the beginning of writing to finishing the record, it went so smoothly, and everyone was talking everything out, and everyone was carrying their own weight and doing their part, and it was just so, probably that's a low. We had too much material.
We did. We definitely had just an overwhelming amount of creativeness that just happened so fast. It was, I don't know, for me, I've never been in a musical environment like that before, and I'd longed for it my whole life. And I finally was in this place, and then it was overwhelming. But just to be part of this, I guess, group of 5 people, it was, I guess you had to be one of us to experience it, but there was no low. It was a high for the whole ride. It was very cool.
What are your hopes for the album?
Um,
I hope that it is received well in all corners of the planet, which there's already a ton of countries that are behind what we're doing, and fan clubs, fan sites, and the whole thing. They've been following us from the beginning, but I just want the world to hear it and hopefully get it for what it is. I really love it. It's like my baby.
I want uh, I want people to realize there's many stories on this record about very dark moments in all of our lives, and I want people to realize that they're not alone, and if people can, I don't know, get some sort of hope or some sort of uplifting feeling from listening to our lyrics, then that is that's a wonderful thing. I know that in times of of heartache for me or whatever, you always cling onto a song, and I hope that this record is something that people can use as a tool to get them out of a rut that they might be in. That was something that was very important when making this record, even before it started. Was that there was many stories and many avenues and adventures and I guess places that we went lyrically, that it wasn't just one love song, because I find many records it's all about love, but this record really goes all over the place lyrically. There's something for everybody on this record, and I hope that people can connect with it and see some of themselves in each of the songs.
How did you know when the album was done? Was it just a feeling, or did you need someone outside to say, you know what, you have it?
No, we knew. You want to chime in?
Yeah, I think we knew it was done when we had so many songs and we could narrow it down to only 13, 14 songs. It's like, I mean, we can keep going forever, but I mean, we have this. Do we want to just stop right here while we got these songs, and then when we can use the rest for whatever? But I mean, when you have that much material, I mean, there's got to be a stopping point. I mean, you can just keep going forever.
It's funny though, we had studio time for a certain period, and how do you know when it's done? It wasn't. I went to Nashville and kept even a song that's not even on the record. I went to Nashville. Our co-producer had already gone home. I was like, but I have this other song that's like written, it needs to be recorded. So it didn't end up on the record because the record was already done. But yeah, I guess we just kept going. But you have to cut off at some point.
And the body of songs that ended up there, we started with a playlist. Like as they were being constructed, we were kind of formulating a playlist, not formulating as, oh, we have 2 heavy songs now, we need 2 ballads or this or that. We didn't do any of that. It was just wrote songs, and then we had all these songs, and then we kind of put them in the order that you would want to listen to them in. And it just ended up being this playlist that once you got here, you're like, well, we can't really have 18 songs on the record, so this body of music that's now on the record lives well by itself. And that's why it's exactly like that, and it wasn't planned, it wasn't formulaic at all, it just worked that way.
Yeah, we actually had to strip songs away that are completed and recorded, but we'll find uses for them down the road. And but yeah, we ended up with a massive amount of music, and when you know you're done, you're never done. There's always that creative, force inside you that wants to keep going, and even now we're all still continuing writing. And I guess that's the point, right? If you're in a band, keep writing, make music every day.
What would you say is the biggest challenge for you guys now?
being away from family.
Yeah, just being gone, being away from home. But I mean, this is what I'm built to do. But I don't really see any challenges. I just get up there.
Not having a stove. just the basic challenges of the road, I guess. Not having a laundry.
You have to hide your fork,
You gotta hide your fork, yeah. Where they go missing. We ran out of plastic forks the other day, and it was amazing to see that people had stashed forks.
People were making fun of Carly when I came up into the front lounge with her. Oh, you hit a fork, and they're just making fun of her. And then I looked at my Pringles can, and I pulled a fork out of the Pringles can. I was like, oh, I hid mine last night.
Yeah, the forks were all gone, and I disappeared, and all of a sudden I had a fork. Everyone's like, where'd you get that? I'm like, under my pillow. But the challenges of the road are challenging. You live in small quarters, and you don't have a laundry machine, and you don't have just some of the tiny things that aren't even really luxuries for some people, that you just take advantage of them when you're at home, and
finding a place to sit in the back lounge, that should be empty.
Yeah. Just simple things like bathroom is a major thing that, you as soon as you get in a tour bus, it's all over. You have a bunk and a microwave, and you got to make it work.
What would you say you're trying to open people's minds up to with your music? Anything in particular?
No.
I do. I want to open people up to the fact that, rock music is not just all about heavy, long-haired guys that are banging their heads. And that's, I've listened to rock music my whole life. And people say, they're like, oh, I don't know, when I want to do rock music, years ago, I've always wanted to be part of, like, something that was heavier. And I was always told, no, you're a girl, you can't do that. But our music is so... It encompasses so much. It's theatrical, it's storytelling, it's, orchestral, choirs. The choirs, I was in the Vatican, last year, and the choir just sounds, even though I'm in the most beautiful place in the world, it's just this, angelic, gorgeous thing that, I truly believe that even if rock music is not your thing, this record, I believe people will find something on it. Because my mom doesn't listen to rock music, but this record just has so many elements that, they kind of all complement each other. And even though it's heavy, it has some beautiful, emotional, light places, and I want to open people up to the fact that, rock music is not just this heavy, dark place, that all people shouldn't go. I truly believe that, there's this record is just such a journey, and it's like a fuse of orchestra and heavy, guitars. But I don't know, there's so many people that just think that rock music is this, heavy metal dudes with their heads banging and stuff like that. But I think that there's definitely a place for a female, and just to combine the two and make it this beautiful thing. That's my point.
All right, then.
Do you have anything you want to say to the readers of Popularity?
Go get our record. Yeah. We're very, very proud of it, as you can probably hear. We're like proud parents on I don't know, what do you guys call them?
I don't know
Whatever.
what
Those days in school where you go in, your kids made a bunch of stuff, and you look at it. I don't know.
You look at stuff. Look at stuff day. That's what.
I don't know. I'm from Ireland. I don't get it. You guys have so
stuff.
many different names for everything over here. But yeah, just listen to our record.
And if
Come
you
to
have
our
it-
show.
If you have it, thank you.
Yeah, if you have it, thank you so much, and come to our show. It's a very cool experience, and we enjoy performing on a nightly basis and meeting new people. Also, we are very approachable. We really enjoy connecting and talking to our fans and seeing how our music has into their life, and has it changed anything about them, or that kind of thing. So